It's now April 1866. April 1866. Relations between the shogunate and Chosu were turning sour quickly. The shogunate began gathering forces with the intent of asserting dominance in the domain. It later became known as the Second Chosu Expedition. Although it didn't directly affect the Shinsengumi, Kondo and Ito were called to accompany the shogunate's envoy on its way to the west region. With the sheath gone, Hijikata assumed charge of the Shinsengumi. Soon after, unrest grew amongst the Shinsengumi men, who were becoming frustrated with Hijikata-san's strict leadership.
くさん、なんなんだよ最近の土方さんは。前にも増して口うるさくなりやがって。
だよな。さっきもさ、ちょっと外に出ようとしただけで行き先を根掘り葉掘り聞かれちまって。
ま、近藤さんがいねえ間に問題でも起きちまったら大事だしな。土方さんもいろいろ考えてるんじゃねえのか。
そうか。例えば伊藤さんとかその取り巻きには何も言わねえじゃねえか。長い付き合いだからって俺たちのことを軽く見てるんじゃねえのか。
Nagakura frowned and let his back fall onto the floor with a thump. He sat there for some time, staring at the ceiling before he spoke again. Nagakura, are you okay, buddy?
よし、決めた。これから島原に繰り出すぞ。支度しろ。
What? Right now? Hijikata had been quite clear about how he felt regarding nighttime escapades.
当たり前だろ。坊さんじゃあるまいし、寺の中に閉じこもってられるかよ。せっかくの夜だってのに。大使どもも誘ってやらなきゃな。土方さんがあんなだから外出しにくくてむくれてるだろうし。
With that, he disappeared. Oh god, Nagakura!
とりあえずついてってあいつを見張っといた方が良さそうだな。相当鬱憤が溜まってるみてえだから。
Yes, he does. Harada turned and looked straight at me with an eyebrow pointedly raised. Wait, you mean me?
見張り役として頼むぜ。
Is this a good idea? Oh god. Nagakura returned with a number of men in tow, and we headed out into the city. You know where we're going? I'm pretty sure we're going to Shimabara. We're going to the red light district, I'm pretty sure. He drank sake by the gallon, and before long he was in much better mood. Maybe not the red district, but somewhere. Oh, hello.
よーし、もう一軒行くぞ、もう一軒。全部俺のおごりだからな。向こうにうまい酒出す店があるんだよ。
Are we bar hopping? Yes, this is the game I was talking about. I think we're bar hopping. Oh god, Nagakura, why?
ありがとうございます、組長。しかし、いいんですか？我々を連れ出したことで、後で副長に何か言われたりは。
いって俺が責任取るから。ブーブー言ってこれようだったら直談判して解き伏せてやがれ。
Yeah, I'm having fun. I've never seen this scene before.
さすが長倉組長。どこまでもお供しますよ。
Although some of them seemed nervous, Nagakura's good humor and generosity had buoyed words? The spirits of the warriors significantly. Although none of them had the courage to say it, I began to suspect that Nagakura wasn't the only person tiring of Hijikata-san's strict rules.
なあ、新八さん。もうすぐ門限だし、そろそろ帰らねえとやばいんじゃねえの。な
あ、門限？えっとそんなの。マジ。
無視って。破ったら切腹だぞ。
面白いや。切腹でも何でも命じてもらおうじゃねえか。 できるもんならな。
Nagakura. I wasn't sure if it was the alcohol, but whatever it was, Nagakura wasn't listening to Heisuke. Nagakura? He turned to look at me.
もちろん一緒に来てくれるよね。
Oh shit. Guide says. We shouldn't! No, of course I'm not. We can't break curfew.
だけどよ。
I know Hijikata-san wouldn't want to make you kill yourself over something like this, but I don't think he's going to back down either. I could feel several pair of eyes on me, and I suddenly became very aware that I was lecturing a man twice my size with 4 times my strength. I mean, Nagakura's fucking buff. As he said himself, he's a beefcake. You two have known each other for a long time, right? You're friends. Don't think about the rules. Think about your friend. Yeah.
そっか。まあ、そうだよな。あの人が俺を死なせたがってるはずねえよな。
Behind him, I saw Heisuke and Harada let out silent sighs of relief.
そうだよ。なんだかんだで土方さんとは腐れ縁だしな。
よし、そんじゃあ帰るか。急げば門限に間に合うだろう。
Nobody was anxious to incur Hijikata-san's wrath, so our exodus was swift. Before we began to move, however, Nagakura turned and bent down close to me.
あのよ。ありがとな、止めてくれて。
What?
いや、俺ってよ。一旦コード決めたら、周りを見ねえで突っ走っちまうところがあるから。さっき、ああ言ってくれなかったら、本気で引っ込みつかなくなっちまってたと思うんだ。だから、すげえ助かった。ありがとな。
Oh. It was nothing. I'm glad I could help. It was much harder to write off someone you've known well for years, even if you often disagree. In his heart, Nagakura had no real desire to hurt Hijikata-san, and I was certain that sentiment went the other way as well. Unfortunately, when we got back to headquarters, oh no. It was already long past curfew.
どうなるんだ。もしかして俺たち本当に腹を詰めさせられちまうのか。
んなことにはさせねえよ。誘ったのは俺なんだし、切腹させられるとしたら俺だけだろ。
だけどそれじゃあ。
いいんだよ。こんなくだらねえことで腹詰めさせられるようなら、俺も新選組に未練なんてねえしな。
Nagakura. He seemed oddly unconcerned for a man who might be about to die. I didn't know what I could say to him, so I just watched as he walked off.
とりあえず行こうぜ。平気だって。シンパチを見殺しにしたりはしねえからよ。
At Harada's urging, we followed Nagakura toward the hall. Oh god. Hijikata-san was waiting for us, looking furious. Oh god!
ずいぶん帰りが遅えんだな。門限破りは切腹だと前々からきつく言ってあるはずだが。
I could see some of the other warriors going pale as they looked nervously at one another.
無理やり誘ったのは俺だ。こいつらには何の責任もねえよ。
シンパチ、 それを決めんのはお前じゃねえ。誘ったのが誰だろうが、大気を破ったことに変わりはねえだろ。
I skipped the line. Whoops. For several long, tense seconds, Hijikata-san and Nagakura glared at one another.
あのさ、土方さん、俺たちも悪かったんだよ。早く帰ろうってもっと早く新発さんに言っておけばこんな。
Hijikata-san's eyes pulled away from Nagakura's and dragged across the rest of us like a sheet of fire.
てめえらは部屋に戻ってろ。沙汰は追ってくだす。
だけどさ。
戻ろうぜ、平助。
なんでだよ。佐野さんは新発さんが腹切らされることになってもいいのか。
Harada didn't answer, nor even looked at Heisuke. He just stared into Hijikata-san's eyes deeply. Then he grabbed Heisuke by the arm and began to haul him bodily from the room.
お前も来い。
I braved one furtive look back over my shoulder at Nagakura as we walked away. From where I was, I couldn't see his face. Once we reached the hallway out of the sight of Hijikata-san, Harada stopped. Then very quietly, we moved toward the sliding door. He only pressed an index finger to his lips, telling me to be quiet. Then he leaned up close to the door, listening intently to what was happening on the other side. I moved up next to the door as well and followed suit, as did Heisuke.
で、どうしろって？今さら死ぬのが怖いってこともねえから、言うんならすっぱり言っちまってくれよ。
Hijikata-san sighed.
俺のやり方に不満があるんだろう。お前がそういう態度取るときっていつもそうだったよな。
This wasn't the tone he'd used. This wasn't the tone he'd used giving orders to the other warriors. Back in Edo, before the move to Kyoto, he probably spoke in that way all the time.
なんつうかあんた。つうか、近藤さんもそうなんだけどよ。俺たちにだけやたらと厳しすぎじゃねえか。確かに俺らは弁が立つわけじゃねえし、偉い知り合いがいるわけでもねえ。取り柄なんて剣術しかねえけどよ。だけど新選組がここまで大きくなったのは俺たちが死ぬ思いで戦ってきたからだろ。少なくとも俺はそう思ってるぜ。なのに新しく入ってきた大使どもを優遇して昔からいる俺たちを軽く見るっていうのは違うんじゃねえか。
For a long time, Hijikata-san was silent. Then, when he finally spoke,
すまなかったな。
Nagakura gasped incredulously to his apology. Oh, I hope I said that word right. As he was trying to find his footing again, Hijikata-san continued.
お前らに甘くしてるとな、いろいろ言いたがるやつがいるんだよ。古株ばっか重用してるとか、ひいきしてるとか、給金に色つけてるとか、くだらねえことをな。お前らがいい金もらってんのは、俺たちと昔からの付き合いがあるせいだなんて言われたくねえだろ。ただまあ、必要ねえことまであれこれ口出しちまったのは悪かった。
Nagakura was silent. When he finally spoke, I could hear a bitter smile in his voice.
ったく、かなわねえな、あんたには。もしここで大気がどうの、幹部としての自覚がどうのって説教されたら、すぐにここを飛び出しちまうつもりだったのに。そんな風に昔の頃みてえに言われちゃ納得するしかねえもんな。
Damn it, I did it again. I heard him scratch his head.
俺も悪かったよ。ふてくされて大人げねえ真似しちまって。そのうちまた酒でも飲みに行こうぜ。土方さんでも飲めそうな酒を見つけとくからよ。
余計な世話だよ。俺はな、飲めねえわけじゃなくて飲まねえだけなんだ。
They talked a little longer, about nothing really. Then Nagakura stood up and walked towards us. We started to back away. Ah, shit.
なんだよ。まさか今の話聞いてやがったのか。
そりゃあな。お前のことだから売り言葉に買い言葉で腹切っちまうんじゃねえかって心配してたんだ。
何言ってんだ。若い時に本当に腹詰めたのはお前じゃねえか。
Harada and Heisuke looked at one another, relieved, and headed back towards their rooms. As I watched them go, I heard Nagakura mumble something to himself.
こういうことがあるから嫌なことがあっても見切りをつけるってことができねえんだよな。
What?
実際近藤さんとか土方さんが偉くなって変わっちまったんなら何の未練もなくやめちまうんだけどよ。さっきの土方さんみたいに昔と全然変わってねえところも残ってるから。だからここを離れられねえんだ。
I could see nostalgia in Nagakura's eyes as he turned and looked back towards Hijikata-san. There was no mistake how deep their bond was. Compared to the length of time they'd known one another, my time with the Shinsengumi barely amounted to anything. I see what you mean. If the Shinsengumi fell apart, I'd be devastated. So in a way, I thought I understood how he felt.
ま、いろいろ面倒なことも多いけど、これから先もずっと一緒にいられるといいな。みんなでさ。
Shit's going up upstairs again. Me too. I meant every word I said. Nagakura is our boy. Ow! Right, so we're gonna stop there. It is almost the end of the chapter, but I need food.